Hey you guys, this is the Leo reading, and this is for Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, and if you have both a Venus and Mars and Leo, then this reading is for you. This is not necessarily for the cross watchers. However, cross watchers, if you find that the energy relates to you somehow in the reverse or whatever, that's perfectly fine. But this is for the Leos. This is a general reading, so it may resonate in different areas of your life: love life, jobs, career, finances, health, family situations, whatever is significantly going on in your situation. Okay, take what resonates and what doesn't, leave it where it's at. And if the reading doesn't resonate for you at all, do not worry about it. Okay, there are other readings that will be done. Don't shoot the messenger. Oh wow, interesting. Interesting. So I'm just going to take what fell out there. That's a lot of cards. They were not supposed to, that many weren't supposed to fall out. But you Leos, you guys are trying to use your discernment, or some of you guys are trying to use your intuition to figure out how you can get ahead in life, or how you can climb the ladder somehow, or or how you can lead the way to lead the way to peace, lead the way to people being able to get along, or leading the way to a situation working out, maybe trying to lead the way to, what is the word? There's a word I'm looking for, you guys. Gosh, the word will come to me when it needs to, but if you notice, this one person, they feel like they can see where the situation needs to be led in order for things to escalate in a good way, in order to climb this ladder. So this may be somebody trying to lead a team, or trying to lead a group of people, or trying to lead in a partnership, or lead in a career, or lead in whatever area they like, but this is about being able to work together. This is about being able to collaborate. This is about being able to get along, okay? This is also about being able to climb the ladder of success in some form. Now, I feel like you guys feel like you're not very appreciated, because you had an appreciation card in the reverse. For some of you, you could be feeling like, you're not receiving the kind of attention that you would like, or maybe the kind of, you feel like others are not being as kind to you, or being as thoughtful and considerate to you as they need to be, okay? Or you're not being given credit due where credit should be given to, and it's affecting, the way you feel, it's affecting your sense of self, your self-esteem. It's causing you to, feel kind of down about the whole thing. Some of you, if this is relating to your, love and relationships, then it could be that you're feeling, unloved, unappreciated, or feeling like, nobody gives you flowers or something like that. But this is a general reading, so you guys take what resonates and what doesn't. Now, some of you are thinking about expansion. I don't want to say everyone is thinking about having a baby, but there may be someone out there thinking about having a baby. Others of you, you're thinking about just expanding, period, okay? Maybe you're thinking about doing something different, going elsewhere, maybe going to another company, another job, thinking about maybe another career, or thinking about how you can do more in your situation, or in your relationship, or in your job and career life, or maybe even just you're thinking about everything that you can do to put you where you really want to be. Some of you, it's in a worldly sense. But I feel like also there's somebody out there that wants to have a baby, but they may be struggling to do so, okay? For whatever reason it may be, maybe because somebody they're with doesn't want to have one, and you may be trying to figure out how to convince the other person to do so. This is not for everybody. That's for at least, I think, one person out there that I think that resonates for, because that came to me just now. But for others of you, this is going to be more general in the way that you want to expand, okay? because you feel like you want to do better, or you want to excel to a higher level, and you're trying to get everybody else to follow suit with that. And you may even be trying to just lead the way to peace and everybody getting along. Yeah, and it looks like, service is involving this, like you're really trying, you're giving of yourself. You're giving 110% in the situation, whether it's on the job or in your career, or, in your personal life, or whatever this is going, this is relating to. And like I said, you feel like there's a lack of appreciation, and, you know, a lack of attention, or whatever that may be, and it's not making you feel so great, or whether it's how good you feel about yourself, or your mood not being there. But you guys are trying to use your intuition, your discernment to figure things out, okay? And you're wanting to expand, and you're wanting to give of yourself more, or this is relating to you giving more. And if you own a business, or entrepreneur, you could be trying to figure out how to expand your business more, and trying to figure out what kind of services you could offer, and how you can lead the way to healing the world. Maybe you're in a business that's related to the healing arts, or healing, medicine, or whatever. Others of you, it's just like I said, it's more general than that in regards to what kind of career you have or what you're doing. Money. Okay, so hopefully you guys don't see my alarm popping up on my screen, but for some of you, yeah, money is a concern right now. Money is a real concern. You may be wanting to make more money, or you may be wanting to make sure that you can invest your money well, so that it continues to grow. Others of you may be feeling like it's not enough money, and you maybe feel like you're in a dry season. Some of you, you're concerned about if you expand and go do something else, will you make the same money or not? And yeah, there's the card of restriction, but it came out sideways. So when I see cards come out sideways, it can mean that you may feel like you're restricted, but in reality, you're probably not. It's like almost like a mental hang up, but some of you could be feeling like if you do one thing, it could limit or restrict your money. Others of you are feeling like, you don't want to go do something else because you're concerned that it will affect your money, and that could be causing you to feel restricted, or like you're in prison in some regard. Okay. Take, like I said, how it resonates for you guys. Okay, so yeah, you guys are definitely looking at exploring and seeing where else can you go. Looking at your options. Oh yeah, yeah. You got two cards that says you guys are on the lookout, and that you guys are definitely looking on the horizon and trying to see as far out as you can, and you're looking and exploring and trying to find new uncharted territory, or try to find where you guys can go. You're looking to travel, and you're looking to definitely, you're not looking locally. Almost, it feels like you're looking far. And if you are looking locally, you're just trying to make sure you leave no stone unturned. Like you guys are definitely trying to explore and figure out what can you do, where can you go, how can you expand, or how can you change jobs or careers, or how can you change areas if you want to move or something. And so you got the Empress card here. So you guys have a lot of responsibilities, and you're just like, you don't know what to do, because this is the little old lady in the shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. That's a lot of responsibility. For some of you, some of you really could be wanting a lot of children, okay? And you could be exploring how you can make this happen. Like I said, that's for somebody out there that this is relating to children, but it's not for everybody, okay? The Empress, though, is also about seeing things come to fruition, seeing things manifest, planting your seeds and watching them grow, okay? And that definitely does take time, but I feel more so with the Empress that popped out here. This is definitely about all of the responsibilities that you have, and you could be feeling like you have to make sure you manage and take care of all of these responsibilities, okay? Some of you may actually also be working with children now. or considering so. I think so. Okay, all right. There's some cards there. And I'm gonna pull from this other deck too really quick. Now, Judgment card in reverse. So this is pointing out that you guys may be struggling with the truth, or struggling to see things for the way they really are, or struggling to really understand what is your truth or what is truth. Because all the details are not there, and therefore you're not able to make a decision, though you probably need to make one. Okay, this also could be a lack of passion because you don't know the truth, or you don't know your truth. This is also about doing the right thing and trying to hold to some sort of set of values or integrity, but there's this lack of communication. Okay, so let me see if I can get some outcome cards here. Outcome cards. Oh, yikes. Okay, so there's one right there. So, and this is funny. If you guys look at the collective reading that I did a reading called the Late Lunchtime Collective Reading, the Timeless Tarot Reading. If you guys take a look at that, you will find that you can resonate with a lot of the messages there because it's similar energy, similar messages. Okay, the collective is everybody who may be tuning into this channel and potential other viewers who may find this channel and find that reading. Okay, it doesn't matter what zodiac sign you are, so check it out. It may very well resonate, and looking at the energy, I can see how. This is all about looking, observing, in some cases spying, but this is also talk behind the scenes, maybe even some gossip. But I feel like this is not anything like malicious gossip. It could be because, like I said, there's this lack of truth, and then not really being able to make a decision or decide between one thing or another, or really understand who's who, or be able to see the difference between one person or another, or be able to make a choice between one thing or another. Okay, or one person or the another. It also can, like I said, relate to passion, a lack of passion because a lack of clarity, a lack of truth. So there's a lack of clarity, lack of truth, lack of understanding the details. But I feel like you're looking to figure out the truth. You're digging and you're trying to find out. Okay, I feel like that's part of what you're going to do here. Is you're going to dig, and you're going to look, and you're going to research, and you're going to observe. You may even be watching people. You may, you know what I'm saying? Like, and others could be doing this with you as well. But I feel like this is more to your energy, and you just kind of like deciding you need to get down to the bottom of things. And like I said, it doesn't have to be in a negative way or anything. It could just be, like I said, you really wanting to see what's up. Really wanting to know what's the real deal, what's going on. Wanting to know who's the real deal, what's going on, that kind of thing. Okay, so, and I have the Ace of Wands here, the Ace of Wands. With this Ace of Wands, this is definitely something strikes out of nowhere. Okay, it strikes out of nowhere, and it's like something just comes out of nowhere. It's just like a random strike, something like that, and it causes a new passionate beginning. This also could be a new job, a new career, or a new location that you end up just hit out of nowhere. In terms of this, just comes out of nowhere with a quickness, and it's like it could be a job offer, it could be maybe an idea that hits you for a new career. It could be maybe you get offered to relocate somewhere else for an opportunity. It could be even possibly a new relationship, or just desire hits you out of nowhere, strikes you out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like this is you almost kind of like It's almost like because you commanded it in some form. You know what I'm saying? Like you manifested it or you just willed it into your life. But whatever the case is, this is like a sudden hit. Like when it comes through, it's going to come through fast and it's going to come through sudden. And you got to be careful that it doesn't set anything on fire because it comes in that hot. You know what I'm saying? So advice cards. Okay, I got a lot of, you got the unconditional love card here, but it's in the reverse. But the advice is to be read in the upright. You're not, with the unconditional card in reverse, and this is, like I said, this is crazy, all the similar energy that's popping up here. This is pointing out that you really need to love yourself. You need to love yourself. And I said this, I think this came up for Libra. Do not judge your self-worth or your sense of self off of things that you have, things that you own, things that you possess, things that you acquire. Don't base your self-worth off of what you do for a living. Don't base it off of what you make for a living, how much money you have, the title or position you have, who you're with, things like that. Don't do it, you guys, because basing your self-worth on your looks, even just on anything shallow or aesthetic, can cause you guys to lose who you are, and then you don't know your truth, and then you don't know how wonderful you really are or how much value you really possess. You know what I'm saying? And that's what will affect your self-esteem. So no matter how things are looking, you know what I'm saying, like you got to love yourself first, no matter what. Okay, love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. And that's what this unconditional love card is all about. And this is kind of like you know, I didn't want to say it was Mother Teresa, but that's Mary Magdalene or whatever. But you also have the Be Strong card in reverse. So some of you guys may be feeling like you just can't handle this or feeling like you're not up to the challenge. But it's saying be strong. You are stronger than you think you are. And your strength assures a happy outcome. You guys got books. Please check out the collective reading, you guys. Check it out. The energy is somewhat similar. There's some details. There's not 100% similar, but it is pretty similar in some of the energy that's coming up. But there is some uniqueness in your reading that separates it from the collective, but not entirely. But you can benefit from looking at the collective reading. But it says you connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books, reading, and education. So some of you may need to look into learning a new skill or a new trade or learning something that can help you. Do your research. Maybe even consider going back to school if you aren't already. Practice. This came out in reverse. You guys are not practicing what you preach, or you're not practicing something you know. But it's telling you polish your skills by practicing regularly. If you know how to play any instruments or anything like that, that may make a difference to you. One more from that deck, and I'm going to go ahead with the other advice decks. Creative expression. Once again in reverse, you guys are not expressing yourselves creatively. You need to do so. Your soul longs to express itself creatively. Please allow your soul to flourish, you guys. Allow it. Let that creativity out. There's more to your life than the regular 9 to 5 and the paychecks and the money and the this and the that and your image. Be true to yourselves. Let out your creativity. And okay, these are the cards we got here. Eight of Earth. Eight of Earth. Okay, so that, like I said, look at that collective reading, you guys. It's called the Late Lunch Collective Reading. It's timeless or whatever. This is working on things. You need to work on things. Skilled work is rewarded. Learn all there is to know about a topic. Go, consider going back to school. Do your research. Put in more work. Put in more effort. That's what the Eight of Pentacles is all about. Like I said, brush up your skills, learn something new, you guys do your research on something. Seven of Water. That's pointing out, that you guys, you have a complex decision to make. There's also a need, once again, to do your research. I keep telling you guys this, and stop procrastinating. That's also what that card is telling you, because the Lovers in reverse for me is you're not making a decision that you know you need to make. Okay. Some of you guys may have your head up in the clouds and be thinking about all these options you believe you have, or that you may know you have. Some of you may be distracted by these options. Some of you may be distracted by ideas and daydreaming. Be careful of that as well, because that's also what the Seven of Cups or the Seven of Water warns of. You know, not allowing yourself to be distracted and fantasize too much either. Okay, that can keep you from making decisions and keep you procrastinating. For fire. Okay, this is pointing out that you guys are not you guys probably don't think that you can have, you know, stability and happiness and contentment, but the advice is always read in the upright that you can have contentment, peace, and abundance, and it's indicating that you will. A happy home life is something you can have as well, you guys, if that's something you've been concerned about, and a successful completion of a project as well, you guys, if you are working on a project with that Four of Fire. And there you go, you got the Lovers again. So it's pointing out to you guys, you need to make a decision. Okay, carefully weigh your decisions. If you guys are having health issues, it's pointing out that you will have some good health. And it's also pointing out that there is potential for you to have a passionate or intimate relationship, if that's something you guys have been concerned about, because that's also a passion card. You guys got peaceful resolution here. Okay, so there is a peaceful resolution here for this situation, because like I said, you guys are trying to lead the way here and guide the way to peace, right? Because there's a dove on that card. And you guys have a clue, because that person who's holding that lantern that's appearing, you know, that showing that they're illuminated. Open your heart. But you guys got your heart closed, because this is in the reverse. But it's advising you, because the advice is always written upright. Open your heart. Open your heart. Let it blossom, you guys. Let it blossom. Just open your heart. Oh, look what else you guys got. Accept love. But you got to open your hands to receive it, though. You can't receive love if your hands aren't open. Okay? And it's telling you to be patient. Be patient. You know, when you're climbing this ladder, because you're ready to, you know, climb that ladder or whatever and take your turn, you got to wait for this other guy to go down the slide before you can get to the very top of that ladder, right? You have to be patient about that. Now you guys got way too many other cards. All these other cards flipped up, so I'm going to go ahead and read them for you. You had be courageous. Take bite-sized steps, meaning don't bite off more than you can chew. It's okay if you are moving slower than others, or if you're not getting it as far ahead as others are. Tell the truth, which makes so much sense here, because the Judgment card is in reverse, okay? Which is pointing out that there's a lack of truth, a lack of clarity. Some of you may need to be honest with yourself. Some of you may need to be honest with others, okay? It's pointing out that you are afraid, because you are not afraid is in reverse. So that means you guys are walking in fear. Don't do that. And the advice is telling you in upright, you should not be afraid. That's David and Goliath, and you are Goliath. I mean, not Goliath. Yeah, you're David or whatever, and you can overcome that. Give more is in reverse. This is similar, I believe, to the Libra reading. That came up in the Libra reading as well. It's telling you to give more, but because of the reverse, it's pointing out you guys haven't been given as much as yourselves as you need to. Share, give more, okay? And what they always say, when you give of yourself, it comes back. That's very universal. You give of yourself, it comes back. Don't worry about counting what you're being given. Just understand that when you give, it comes back. Stop being insensitive, you guys, because you got the sensitivity card in reverse. In the upright, it's pointing out you need to have better sensitivity, okay? You need to have better sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environment, situations, and chemicals. So it's also pointing out that be aware of your limitations, Be aware of your limitations. So if you know, like, I'm an empath. I'm an empath. And an empath is somebody who they're sensitive to other people's energy. Meaning I could be around somebody and I can know how they feel. And if I'm around a ton of people, I'm picking up all of that energy. And if I'm not careful, that energy can drive me crazy. It can just make me agitated, irritated, it can even drain me. You know what I'm saying? It could even drain me. Because sometimes I can feel how other people feel as if it's me, you know, and I've had spiritual attacks like that before. This is saying release your ex, but you're not quite doing that. You know, whoever this is, you're kind of been hanging on to them. This is relating to the love life for those of you who this reading has been relating to your love life. And it says the time has come to clear your energy. Okay. So if in general, for the general, it's something you guys need to release and finally let go. Doesn't matter if it's an ex or if it's a situation, if it is a burden, if it is people, whatever it is. Pay attention to that. And then it says give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So for some of you though, those of you who are, and I see why you guys had that Lover's card reversed. You guys have a choice to make between one thing or another, or one person or another, or something. You have a choice to make between something or someone, more than someone, you know, like people, situations, options, or whatever. You can't cling on to someone you were dealing with before in the past and then deal with someone you're dealing with in the present. That's going to be hard. You guys got to let go of someone from the past and continue to deal with whoever you're dealing with in the present. So I don't know if you guys were already dealing with somebody and then you went back and then pulled somebody else from the past, or if somebody else from the past popped up while you were already dealing with somebody else. But whatever the case is, you need to release maybe who it was you were dealing with from the past and just push forward with what you already had going. Or if you just know that, if you know for sure that, you know, the ex is fine, but the person you're dealing with is not, you guys make that decision. But that's completely up to you guys, okay? But you can't be extending yourself too much. And if it's relating to anything other than love, the same thing goes. Like, you can't have too many irons in the fire and too many projects going on. You know, maybe whatever you were dealing with in the past, as, you know, a project or whatever, maybe it's time to let that project go and deal with and continue to deal with the current project that you're dealing with, you know. But sometimes having too many irons in the fire can be a bit much and cause a lot of issues. So you guys, that is the Leo reading. If you're interested in getting a personal reading for whatever reading, I mean, you know, kind of reading that you're looking to get, you can check the description box below, and you can also check the comment section for that information. Donations are appreciated and accepted. And let me know in the comment section how this reading resonates with you. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you don't, you can even hit the dislike button. It really won't bother me any. And you can subscribe if you aren't a subscriber, if you want to know when other readings are coming out. I appreciate you guys so much. Take care. God bless. Peace out.